This video is on geometric sequences, and some of this is already filled in, so you're going to have to pause it sometimes and just get caught up. But geometric sequences, this is when the ratio of successive terms is constant. And a ratio, remember, is dividing. And if it does have a constant ratio, it's called the common ratio. Okay, and further down you can see that I show you what the two formulas are. But first it says determine if the sequence is geometric. If it is, find the common ratio. So you can already see that I have the division symbols here. You're not doing -1 divided by 6, you're still going right to left. 6 divided by -1 is -6, so that goes here. And -36 divided by 6 is also -6. 216 divided by -36 is also -6. So since they're all the same, this is yes, it is geometric. And the common ratio is r equals -6. Okay, let's look at this. 1 divided by -1 is -1. 4 divided by 1 is 4. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. So this one is no. Okay, now we're going to jump down to explicit geometric sequences, and there is your formula. You're going to want to maybe write it on your assignment that you have later on or something like that. It says, given the explicit formula for a geometric sequence, find the first 3 terms and the 8th term. So as you can see, I've already whited stuff out. I recorded this and hit a bad button and deleted it all. So I'm doing this again for the second time. So for this one, you plug in 1 for n, so that's 3 to the 1 minus 1 power. 1 minus 1 is 0. And if you're not sure how to put in exponents into your calculator, you hit 3, and then you hit the caret button, which is right here above the division symbol, and 0. And hopefully you know anything to the 0 power is 1. So this one is 1. Okay, now I'm going to substitute 2 for n. 3 to the 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is just 1, so I'm going to put that as 3 to the 1 power, which is 3. 3 minus 2 is, or I'm sorry, 3 minus 1 is 2, so that's going to be 3 to the 2nd power. And if you're not sure what 3 squared is, use your calculator. 3 to the 2nd power, or 3 squared is 9. It is not 6. And the last one is to the, or a sub 8. So that's 3 to the 7th power, because that's 8 minus 1. And 3 to the 7th power is 2,187. Okay, you can go ahead and pause it now and try number 4 on your own. I've kind of already started it for you, not on purpose, but it just kind of happened that way. Okay, this one becomes -4 times 3 to the 0. And you already know from over here that 3 to the 0 is 1. So this becomes -4 times 1, which is -4. The next one is -4 times 3 to the 1, which you know from over here is 3. So that's -4 times 3, which is -12. Okay, this is -4 times 3 squared. 3 squared is 9, so that's -4 times 9, which is -36. -4 times 3 cubed, whoops, that's a 3. I promise that's a 3. And that shouldn't even be a 3, that's a 7. Where's my white out? So that's a 7. 3 to the 7th is this lovely number here, so that's -4 times 2187, and that is going to be, I'm going to write it below here, -8,748. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. Well, I'm going to go to the back. You can continue on your notes if you want to on the front. Okay, this one says, given the first term and common ratio of a geometric sequence, find the next 3 terms and the explicit formula. So I kind of already wrote the formula for you, and I apologize. I know I've ruined the surprise. But now, well, what I did is first term goes here, so that's where I get the 1, and then the common ratio goes right there, and that's to the n minus 1 power. I already know a sub 1 is 1, So now I'm going to plug in 2 for the n. And as you can see, I got rid of that 1 times because I don't need it out front. It doesn't change anything, so I just got rid of it. If it makes you feel better, you can keep it there, but you don't need it. This becomes 2 to the, let's see, 2 minus 1 is 1. 2 to the 1 power is 2. This becomes 2 to the 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 squared, that's 4. And this becomes 2 to the 3rd power. And if you don't know what 2 to the 3rd power is, guys, use your calculator. It's 8. If you put 6, I will not be happy. Okay, go ahead and pause it and see if you can get number 6 on your own. Okay, the formula for this one was 0.8 minus 5 to the n minus 1. So we know a sub 1 is 0.8. Now we need to start plugging things in. So this is 0.8 times negative 5, and you might just want to put that negative 5 inside parentheses, and I'll show you that on the next one as to why we do that. That's 2 minus 1, so that's 0.8 times negative 5 to the 1 power, which is just negative 5. So 0.8 times negative 5 is negative 4. Okay, for the next one, it's 0.8 times negative 5 to the 3 minus 1. That becomes 0.8 times negative 5 squared. And make sure you keep it inside parentheses, because when you square a negative, that's like negative 5 times negative 5, that should be positive 25. Your calculator doesn't recognize that, so that's why we have to put it inside parentheses to get the right answer. So if you plug that into your calculator correctly, hopefully you got 20. And if you didn't, feel free to raise your hand and I will come help you. If you're watching this in class, obviously. If you're not, then come see me. For a sub 4, that's 0.8 times negative 5 to the 4 minus 1. That's 0.8 times negative 5 to the 3rd power. And when you do this, hopefully you get the answer of negative 100. Okay, that is it for explicit notes. Now we're going to jump down and do 4 examples of recursive. And as you can see, I already wrote the formula for you and I circled it. It's very similar to the arithmetic version of it, but instead of adding the difference, we're now multiplying by the ratio. So it says, given the recursive formula for a geometric sequence, find the next 3 terms. So remember, recursive is where you substitute in the previous value. So for this one, for a sub n minus 1, I'm going to plug in negative 4. So that's negative 4 times 6, which is negative 24. Now I take negative 24 and plug it in. Negative 24 times 6 is negative 144. Whoops, 144. And then I take the negative 144, multiply it by 6, and I get negative 864. That's all. Go ahead and pause it and try number 8 on your own. Hopefully you do well. Okay, this becomes negative 8 times negative 4, which is a positive 32. Then I take the 32 and multiply it by negative 4. That gets me negative 128. And for the last one, a sub 15, I do negative 128 times negative 4, which equals 512. Okay, hopefully you did pretty good at those. We've just got 2 more to do. And it says, given a term and common ratio of a geometric sequence, find the next 3 terms and the recursive formula. So you know we like to start with the recursive formula first. So for 9, it's a sub n, then you take a sub 1. I'm sorry, I was thinking of explicit. We just do the a times n, or a to the sub n minus 1, times the common ratio, which is 5. And that's your formula. Now we need to find a sub 2, 3, and 4. So I like to write a sub 1 just because that helps me remember to substitute that in. So that's going to be a sub 2 is now 4 times 5, which is 20. A sub 3, I take that 20 and I multiply it by 5. And that gets me 100. I ran out of space, so I'm going to do a sub 4 right here. That's 100 times 5, which is 500. And that's all you do. That's all you do. Go ahead and pause it and try number 10 on your own. The formula for this one should have been a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 times, now this is negative 5. Again, a sub 1 is 25. A sub 2, I take the 25 and I multiply it by negative 5. That's negative 125. A sub 3 is negative 125 times negative 5, and that's a positive 625. And I ran out of space for a sub 4, so that's going to go right here. That's 625 times negative 5, which is negative 3,125. Okay, those are your notes for today. Let me know if you have any questions, and your assignment is on Schoology.